So hey guys, it's Eric from Bond Smile again today, and I saw a topic which interested me a lot, and it's why are you afraid to travel? Seriously. So the way how this started, a lot of you guys know I'm from Jamaica originally. Then I moved to the USA. I became a USA citizen, and now I live in Thailand or Asia in general. When I was living in Jamaica when I was younger, I lived in a small village which was just outside of the capital. So it's like a 30-minute drive. Actually, maybe less than that to go down into the city, go to your office. It's like going from the suburbs to the city, doing your work, coming back home. Typical, like anywhere in any developed country. You do your commute from the suburbs to the city. And something a few years ago when I was in Jamaica, somebody told me something which was kind of weird to me. And he said that, do you know that there are people that live in your village, which is just less than 30 minutes away from the center of the city? Do you know that people in that village never left the village to go to the city before? I was like, my mind was blown. I couldn't believe it. And then I was talking to the same guy like a few minutes later, and he told me, yeah, even in the city, there are parts of the city that people never left their small village, their small part in the city to even go into the shopping areas or anything. Like their whole life, they've never done it. And so I've seen this repeated again and again. I've talked to people all over the world. And currently I'm in Vietnam right now. I'm in Hanoi, and it's the same thing. People are in, let's say, Ninh Binh or another province north of here or south of here, and I've never been to like Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam, or Saigon or something like that. Same thing in Thailand. So I think mainly it's because people are scared. So people are scared. That is one reason. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. How do I get there in the first place? I don't even have a passport. Blah blah blah. All of this stuff. So that is one reason. Another reason is that people just didn't even think about it. It never occurred to them. It was almost like me. Okay, so in 2009, I wanted a break from I had a really nice job in Miami, and I wanted a break, and I was looking, where around the world I could go for this 2 or 3 week break that I wanted. I didn't even think about Thailand. It wasn't even on the radar. I had no idea, guys. I'm telling you. It was like, I didn't even think about Asia at all. Like, I didn't know anything. So I get it. Okay. A friend of mine at work, she said, I was in Thailand last year. I said, Thailand? What's Thailand? I don't know what Thailand is. And then another guy, another good friend of mine, we've been friends for years now. He said, oh yeah, I went to Thailand. I went to Phuket. I went to China. My father took me to all of these places. And it kind of stayed with me. And from when I was young, I always read about Vietnam anyway. I knew about Vietnam because of the war and everything that was going on. When I was younger in the 70s and so on, the war in Vietnam was happening, so it was in the news all the time. So in 2009, I was completely burned out. Here I am, high-powered computer programmer, just writing code every freaking day, just from 10 until about 8 p.m. every day at my desk. I was totally burnt out after like a couple of years of this. And what am I gonna do? So I started, in that time, YouTube wasn't even that big, to be honest with you. It was just like really small. And I started to look at places to go into Thailand, and YouTube is amazing. Just like how you found this video on YouTube, I found like a video for Lamai Beach in I forgot the name of the island now. This is the first place I went to in Thailand. So there was like this little grainy videos, like maybe a 360p video on YouTube. Koh Samui, right? Koh Samui. And it was Lamai Beach, and I saw this little tiny town, and I said, okay, I'm gonna do that. So I found a resort. It was for fasting because I needed to lose some weight, as I do now. And I booked the resort. I called them, gave them my credit card, and they booked it all for me and everything. And, I was like, wow, what's going to happen? I said, don't worry about anything. We'll take care of everything for you. And so I boarded my flight. Flight left from Miami to Italy, then from Italy to Bangkok. And there was this thing, guys, where like you don't know the level of personal service. Like I was totally ignorant to it. This is one of the things is like you're afraid to travel, but so many delights await you. The level of personal service is amazing. So I remember I left Miami on Alitalia. I don't know if that airline is still out there now, but it was like, to be honest, the service was awful, horrible. Flying from Miami to Italy to Rome, and then there was Thai Airways. It was a 747. It's one of my first 747 flights from Rome to Bangkok, and it was like night and day. It was incredible. I had no idea such levels of personal service existed, because there was a point I bought, I like to buy good seats on the flights. It was coach, but it was one of the seats right up the front where I could stretch my legs right out right by the door. And I was sleeping, and I remember on the Alitalia flight from Miami to Rome, it was like the guy came down. I ordered a vegetarian meal. I was vegetarian at the time. And the steward came down and just hit me on my shoulder. Vegetarian, like this was, wow. I was kind of half asleep, and he just hit me and vegetarian, and kind of throw the meal into my lap. Okay. And believe me, he was doing it to everybody. Okay. I was like, wow, this is bad. And then on the Thai Airways, I fell asleep, and guys, I woke up, and the tray was down in front of me, and my meal was there. I didn't even know. It was like, I never felt that before in my life. And yeah, so the rest of the flight was like that. Okay. And then we arrived in Bangkok, took the flight to Koh Samui, which is about an hour and change, Bangkok Airways. And then there were people meeting me at the airport, okay, from the resort. Picked me up. My name was on the thing and everything, and the level of personal service, man, it was eye-opening. Seriously, that was the first time I flew to Thailand. I've been to other countries before, but never to Asia itself. And I was just treated so well. And I'm just here to tell you guys that don't be afraid. It is much better than you think it might be. You more than likely will be treated very well. If you stick around with all the other foreigners and everything, then you're not going to be treated that well. Okay, you're going to be just treated lumped into all the other foreigners. This is why, for example, I'm not knocking the Pattaya guys, but it's like, if you're going to Pattaya bars, you're going to be treated, you're going to be scammed, you're going to be all these kind of things. It's just going to happen because you're just into that crowd, you're into that environment. So we thought about all of this and said, okay, there's a lot of people that are afraid to travel, don't even have a passport, maybe getting their passport, maybe starting to watch some videos. And we have a service that kind of puts everything together for you. Okay, we make sure that you have the right visa. If you don't have it, we apply for it for you. And we have packages for up to 30 days. So if you're going for a week or something, 30 days. We have packages for 3 months. We have packages for a year that you can stay in Thailand. So for example, we're going to prepare like a complete itinerary for you. We're going to be your lifeline in Thailand. If you have any questions, you want to know where to go, what hotels to get, we're going to pick all the hotels for you that fit exactly what your budget is. We're going to so if you're going for a short stay, we can find like an Airbnb or a hotel for you. If you're going for a longer stay, then like a 3-month stay, then obviously you wouldn't stay in a hotel. You'd want to stay in an Airbnb, or you want to stay in a more of a long-term hotel. We have all the resources. We can find all of that stuff for you that fits your budget exactly. So there's a link in the description below. Don't be afraid to travel. And if you want to try out Thailand, whether it's a short time or a longer time, our team, we have got your back. We're going to take care of everything for you. Make sure that you don't get scammed. Make sure that you know where to go. Give you a whole list of things that you can do every day. Some people, like, Thailand is a big country geographically. It's very long from the north to the south. So some people try to put together an itinerary that goes through the whole of Thailand, which is just going to leave you very tired. So we will help you to deal with all of that. So we show you what's practical depending on what you want. And, so you don't waste time just traveling, because you say, okay, yeah, it's only 2 hours to fly, or 1 hour to fly from Chiang Mai to the PP Islands or Krabi or something like that. But, you're not counting the 2 hours to get to the airport, getting from the airport to your hotel, the flight itself. You're talking about maybe 4 hours there, just traveling. So you don't want to be doing that every few days. That doesn't make sense. So that's one of the things that we take care of for you as well. Okay. And of course, if you want to take a side trip to Vietnam, I love Vietnam. I'm in Vietnam right now, as I said. We'll help you, show you how to do that, where to stay, what hotels. We have connections with tour guides both in Thailand and in Vietnam as well, like an individual tour guide for yourself and your family, or you can go by yourself. We have connections, the trips to all these UNESCO World Heritage sites in Vietnam, which are, oh my God, it's so beautiful. It's amazing. So hit the link in the description, guys, and let's get started to work for you. We were glad to do it. And it's not expensive. We have it starts with a consultation call first. We sit on the phone with you, with maybe you and your family, and we hear what you guys want, and we come up with solutions for you, and we just make it work so that your trip is just completely relaxed. All right, so don't be afraid to travel, guys. It's gonna change your life. It changed my life as well, and I meet people all the time from all kinds of countries that come to Thailand. This is one of the perks of this job, which I love, because I love talking to different people every day. Even though I'm a recluse more or less, but this is the thing that wakes me up and keeps me alive, talking to you guys. See you on the other side. Hit the link in the description. If you like this video, hit the like button, and you can subscribe to the channel so we can send more videos like this to you. All right, see you guys.